What's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We are coming at you with a super spicy episode 251 and the start of SojuTalk season 6.
Let's get it.
All right, we are recording on September 25th, 2023, and I am Doug. Joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
As a quick reminder, check out SojuTalk on your favorite podcast platform, sub to us on YouTube, and join the SojuTalk Discord and be a part of the nation. Okay, we are back for season 6. It's been about a month. Because we're starting a new season today, I'm going to be giving like base information about the show for people who are just joining us for the first time today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Who are we? We are the SojuTalk Crew. We've been doing this podcast for like 5 years now. This is season 6. We are back. We don't have anything after the show this week because we are covering 6 songs this week, which is a lot for us. We normally cover about 3. A big shout out to our new patrons. We had some new patrons this over the break.
Oh my god.
We have
you.
Dr. Club and Jonathan. Shout out to them.
Welcome.
Yes, let's go.
Thank you.
Okay, what are we changing in season 6? Well, if you've noticed, we haven't changed the graphic or the theme song yet. That is happening next week.
Yet.
Warren didn't meet the deadline, so
Sorry.
it'll look
No, it's
different
okay.
next
It's
week. Sorry,
okay.
guys.
No deadline.
No.
Just-
The song is complete, so if you tune in to the end of the show, it'll be there.
Okay.
Ooh.
Additionally, I talked about it in like 250 that I'm getting a hand mic to make it more funny. I ordered it. It will be here next week, so
It's
that's also coming
happening.
next week. In terms of the actual show, one thing we are adding is when we talk about a song, we're going to be rating them as we go as spicy, tingly, or mild. We think it's going to add a lot of discussion about the song, so you'll see when we get there. In terms of season 6 as a whole, we're going to be giving you more hot takes, more true feelings about the song. We ain't gonna be holding back this year,
I am afraid.
and probably more sidetracking and craziness this year.
whoa,
so
Anita.
just deal with it.
Anita, don't be afraid. This is us. We are now truly
Exactly. That's
on
why.
the show. This is me now. This is no longer SojuTalk Warren. It's now
man.
me.
I found the relic of the past, guys, so y'all can just deal with it as well.
Oh my god.
It's just gonna happen.
You are now Harold. You have been him.
And then functionally speaking, for today and next week's episode, we're going to be giving out double the Spice King crowns. So if you don't know what that is, we'll explain once we get there. But for the listeners who have been here a while, double Spice King crowns because we've been gone for a while. So we feel like we should award some songs. In terms of what we are doing, we are covering... We had polls during the break for every single song that came out. It was like 50 songs, y'all. We've been having an open poll. And then we had a poll at the end of this week to condense it down. We're going to be covering a total of 9 songs from the break. 6 of them this week, 3 of them next week, in addition to the normal songs for next week. So that's how we're going to be doing it. All right, big new releases. So this is where we talk about the new releases that came out in the past week. We have RIIZE's debut with Get a Guitar, Rocket Punch Boom, EL7Z debut with Cheeky, Loosemble's debut with Sensitive, Bitna's pre-debut with Universe, and then Kepler's Galileo. Okay, the first song we are talking about is RIIZE's debut with Get a Guitar. So they are from SM. They had a pre-debut song with Memories. Let's talk about them. They got members, right? The members are Shotaro, Eunseok, Sungchan, Wonbin, Seunghan, Sohee, and Anton. So those are the members of this group. You know, let's start off with a hot take, guys.
Right off the bat.
Okay.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I don't have any problem with this debut in terms of the technical things, in terms of the singing, in terms of the dancing, in terms of the stage performance. I got no problem with any of that. I think the kids are good. SM quality, you know what you're expecting here.
Good stuff.
What I do have a problem with this song is I just don't think it's a super memorable debut.
I agree. And I think maybe it has to do with the order of how the tracks were released, but I thought Memories had more going on that kind of made it a little bit more catchy to me, or like, I don't know, kind of caught my eye more in like comparing it to this song, to Get a Guitar. I think it was way more mellow as a debut song. And I don't know if it's representative of their whole sound.
Well, I mean, they don't really have a sound to represent yet, do they? Like, it's just for the moment, it's just 1 song, 2 song. The background song to the dance thing they did before all that.
Right. Oh yes, Siren. Yeah.
Right. And that was like more like it sounds like an NCT thing. You know, this second one kind of sounds like an NCT Dream thing. This one sounds like I don't know. It's like a male version of New Jeans, but like disco, New Jeans type, easy listening, easy going disco rock thing that we've done a couple times already. You know, it's like.
Nah, fam. This sounds like a remake of Queen's "Another One Bites the Dust." There's like no avoiding it. Dun dun dun. Another one bites the dust.
I mean,
there's other K-pop songs that also have that kind of motif in it, right?
Smooth like butter.
Yeah. It does, yeah.
Do. Like, you know, like, what's that? That's not K-pop, actually. That's Bruno Mars.
That's the Bruno Mars track. Yeah.
Right.
Uptown Funk.
Yep, that's the one.
It plays, it's so safe. It's so plain in that kind of genre where, like, where's the ambition? You know what I mean?
Where's the passion?
It's like if I think about SM in the past like 10, 20 years, they've been doing pushing the envelope kind of things. You know what I mean? Like ambitious, let's try new shit. And maybe it won't work. Maybe it will. Maybe people are going to make fun of us. We'll do it. I don't see any of that here. I don't see any of it.
The one thing that you have to credit SM with in their history is they're willing to shove a new sound down your throat and just say, we're going with this, deal with it, you know?
Right.
Like
we'll do it.
They've done that. Like even with the aespa thing, they're like, y'all better get used to some kwangya up in your face, you know? Like just deal with it. It's happening. This just feels like so sterile relative to the other stuff, does it not?
Sterile.
Right?
Sterile.
I find it quite ironic though, because aren't they pushing like the very relatable kind of concept? Like, I don't know, maybe in the pursuit of that, they kind of lost a lot of what makes a certain group individual.
That's the issue. Like everyone's like, "Ooh, I am relatable. Ooh, I'm a Gen Z like you. I'm a normal teen, but I dance and I'm good looking and I sing really well. So I'm like you, but better than you. And I will make music that is unoffensive to everybody." That's, you know what I mean? Like that's.
Here's the take. I thought the relatable thing was fun for a while, right? If you break down like these idols trying to relate to you, it actually makes no sense in principle, right?
Well, of course not.
No, it doesn't. Like these kids are like typically Asian kids in Asia who are good looking, who are making a lot of money, who are doing K-pop, right? Like how is that relatable at the end of the day? Like I get the messaging could be relatable, right? I get that the messaging could. But you know how sometimes I say the music videos, I'm like, they're putting them in these scenarios and I'm like, there's no way this is happening to anyone, you know? Something like that. I don't know. I don't hate this debut at all. But it's like
I don't hate it. It's
am
just,
I going to remember this in a couple years? Like, man, that RIIZE debut, get a guitar. It's not gonna happen. Let's
probably not.
If we think about NCT, the first taste we got was the $7 whatever that song was called. That song is to me one of the most like memorable sounds debuts that I heard from a group. Like not even a debut, like the first introduction to a group. I was like, holy crap, this is
it was
crazy.
New. It was different.
It was new. It was different. It was exciting. This is like, I don't know.
Here's the thing, right? RIIZE is the output. It's the thesis and the forefront of SM 3.0. We got to think about it that way, right? You got to bring in this context. Because everything up until then, there's been a big shift in leadership. Like the way NCT debuted, the way Blackpink, not Blackpink, Black Mamba. aespa. The way aespa debuted, I assume they are taking a very different approach because it's different people making an approach, right? And I feel like that's where a lot of this leaks in. The issue is, sure, we can move away from Kwangya. We can move away from the metaverse and these, cinematic universes. Sure, we can do all that. But we shouldn't lose what SM was already good at, what made them really big in the first place. And that is catching a trend way before everybody else is doing it and just taking the risk to go with it. You have the funds to do it. You have the safety net to do it. Right. Might as well do all that instead of doing this. I've kind of heard this. I've kind of seen this. I'm familiar with this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm a little let down.
I forgot the disclaimer. You know, this is just our opinion, so you know, don't shit on us too much. But regardless of how we feel about this debut, RIIZE. This was a news article. I'm just gonna bring it up. They surpassed 1 million copies sold in the first week, though. So regardless of what we
what
think,
does it fucking matter?
The hype, I think the hype is real. Yeah. The hype is real, and I'm still looking forward to more content.
Of course,
I will see what is up. But I do agree. I feel like maybe the expectations were a little higher because it is
I think it was
big thing.
I mean, I've been touting that this RIIZE debut might be the change of like the official change of the generational shift. You know, when the big groups start doing new boy groups. So I had been touting this for a while, but I mean, I don't think it's too bad by any stretch of the imagination. I just wish I had something more like, wow, you know, RIIZE is here. This is crazy.
No, this is just, it's not bad. It's not good. It's just, it's fine.
You know, honestly,
is this a mild, guys?
Oh yeah, we got to do this new chart. We got spicy, tingly, or mild. Yeah. No, this is a tingly song. It's tingling a little.
Yeah, I'll say tingly as well. Yeah.
Right,
yeah, it's tingly. It's like when you sleep around too much and the area gets a little tingly. It's tingly. You should go to the doctor though. But it's tingly, right?
Okay. That's not what I meant by tingly, but sure.
But I think this is not a bad song by any stretch, right? But it's just not like fire.
It's no. It's just good enough to get by.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I am still excited to see what RIIZE does in the future. As with all SM products, I think we afford them that luxury of being excited for anything that SM releases. But I'm excited for RIIZE. I want to see how they do in relation to Zero Base One. That's my guilty pleasure comparison right now, right?
Yes.
Oh, throw Boy Next Door in there too.
Yeah, those three at the moment. I would agree with that. Let's pivot to one of Warren's favorite groups, right? Rocket Punch surprisingly won all the polls.
There we go.
Wow.
So we gotta thank the people on the Discord who, you know, I don't know if they voted just because Warren likes this group or they actually like this group. Who cares?
Thank you for supporting. Thank you for supporting.
Rocket Punch Boom. They are from Woollim. Their last 3 songs were Flash, Chiquita, and Ring Ring. You know, I saw people online reviewing the song and saying that it's mid, and saying that it's not good, and saying that it's just meh, it's a girl group song,
Go
whatever.
Suck a dick.
Sure, I disagree with all of those people. I thoroughly enjoyed this song. For me, I get it if this is not on trend with the relatable stuff or the easy listening stuff, but I feel like this is one of those songs that hits all of the classic girl group motifs pretty well. You know?
Yes.
That's why I think that this song is a good song. I think it's catchy, has good singing, it has a good chorus. Although I don't know how I feel. I think a couple songs this week have a second half onomatopoeia chorus where they don't really say words, they just say like a bunch of sound effects. You know what I mean, right? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about all of that. But overall, I like what Rocket Punch is doing here, right?
I need to go next.
Okay. I definitely agree that it does seem more in line with the typical girl group vibes. I would even say that this felt like a throwback in a way to like 2010s.
Yeah. Sort of.
Especially with the chorus and the vocal delivery. I feel like some of it felt like very reminiscent of that era. And to be honest, I guess at this moment, it feels refreshing in a way because not a lot of groups are doing it that way, right? So I feel like we're gonna get extremes. Maybe this is a sign that we're gonna get more extremes.
Does this not sound like the type of song that Weekly could have been doing at the beginning of the run?
You know, I was thinking about it too. Yes.
Well, you know, they're wearing school uniforms,
right? It feels like early Weekly, which we really enjoyed.
I think something about the melody reminded me of After School. Like it's in general, the sound is different, right? But the melody style maybe a little bit.
I could see what she's saying. Warren doesn't agree.
I don't agree. I don't hear that. But I mean, I assume I am different from other people. You and I are not the same people, Anita. Shout out to Universe. No. I agree. This is one of, I think if I had to rate and rank all the Rocket Punch songs, I would say this is on the upper tiers. I am satisfied.
That's not overall. A hard thing to do.
Fuck you. Here's the thing. No, here's the thing. Going back to what Doug said in the beginning. There are plenty of people saying that. I understand why. Does it stand out a whole bunch from the other songs as well? Like, that's the thing. Like, I don't. I can see theoretically how this could be more refreshing because it sounds like an after school song in the melodies, but that to me isn't particularly a good thing because that kind of melody doesn't pop off these days. It's not really.
That's true.
It's not really what's selling. I mean, like, here's the thing: the album is their career high. This is
really?
I believe,
okay.
The most it sold in the first week, which is 19,000.
Okay.
Which,
not bad.
Look,
okay.
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
what are you thinking?
To be fair,
but we're growing. There's growth.
No. I ain't gonna dumpster on that. You know, because no. This is why. Or like legitimately, I ain't gonna dump on them because EL7Z sold like less than that, dude, in the first week.
Oh no.
EL7Z after 5 days sold 18K. So I can't say too much about that number.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel bad for bringing that up. Okay. Overall, no, I think overall the song is solid. It's a little all over the place, but that's what happens. Tends to happen with Rocket Punch tracks. The only track where I felt like all of that was balanced was their debut with Pink Punch in Bim Bam Boom, and ever since then they've been doing various different sounds, and it feels a little all over the place. But I know there's a solid audience for that, so I think that works. Can you talk about the music video real quick though?
Okay, some of the effects in the end I was really digging with the weapons, dude, and the hitting the walls, and then the octone goes away. You know, the bad comments.
Yeah, fuck the netizens. Okay, so I pulled this quote from the press release. It says, Rocket Punch in this album brings out a high teen movie moment and a MZ culture moment of an isekai genre, and they mix match it to finish the song.
Huh?
Isekai? Yo.
When did they go to a different world? I missed that part.
I think the isekai part is like where they like pull out guns and they start shooting the...
Let me explain what isekai is for people at home who do not watch any anime.
Okay. So isekai is a genre in anime where a person gets hit by a truck and they get sent to a fantasy world.
Yes.
But if you look at the word isekai just alone, just the word isekai, it just means alternate world, like alternate universe.
That makes sense.
So I think they were trying to pull out all these trendy tropes with the high school uniforms. Suyun is portrayed as a bully, which she looks great in, by the way. I forgot my train of thought. I
have something to say.
Yeah.
I am normally a Sohee detractor, right?
Oh, you hate her raps.
I didn't think it was too bad. I thought the continuity of the rap in the song made sense. So I will give it a passing grade this time. Overall, Rocket Punch is in a weird state of flux because Woollim's kind of a shit company these days. Let's be honest here. Like, I got a whole punches. It's true, right? I don't think I'm wrong.
I feel like if they were a little more consistent, we'd be doing a lot better. That's what I think.
Okay, let's put it this way. Rocket Punch, we're lucky when we get comebacks. People are like, we're like, God, thank God, we're gonna get something else, right? There are other groups. We got Golden Child. They're selling like 100K a release, but they haven't had a big release since last year at this time.
No.
We got Drippin', who ain't doing too hot either. They sold 60K with the last one. The only thing in their company that's doing like real hot is probably Eunbi at the moment, right?
Yeah.
She's very popular.
Yeah.
Well, like as a whole, the company is not at a weak point right now, and it's concerning, is what I would say.
Here's the thing. If I can do one more piece about Rocket Punch before we move on, right? Like, if I think about what brought Woollim to the spotlight, right? It was their ability to quickly catch on what is popular and then dig into that real well. If I think about Infinite, if I think about the early days of Lovelyz, it was catching on. They were never about building a very core idol fandom. They were always reliant on the general public. That had a big shift in the late 2010s with Rocket Punch, with the latter half of Lovelyz and the launch of Drippin' and Golden Child. And I understand to a certain degree that is a good strategy for most K-pop groups, but for Woollim, I don't think that's a good thing to do. Because I'm going through the credits of these songs. Like Boom is written by Justin Reinstein and a bunch of other foreign people that typically write K-pop songs, like Scott Russell Stoddart. All of these names, look, they write a lot of K-pop songs. Very standard stuff. The issue is, I feel like we're running into a situation where we're not really standing out from our peers here.
I agree.
And I'm going to say that a lot during today's episode because I felt that way about a lot of these songs.
I agree. I think the better way I was going to put it is, the issue I'm having with a lot of the songs and groups this week is the identity of these groups. It's not like hammered down what this group is offering me.
Look, when the group's identity is I'm gonna punch the pop universe, like that's not a good identity to begin with. That's the issue with this group is like what are we about? What is Rocket Punch about? Because so far, the only thing I can tell other people about the Rocket Punch identity is that every mini album has been a color punch. Pink punch, red punch, blue punch, yellow punch.
That's true.
And that's all good. And I like that we're trying different things. But there's nothing tying all of that together. And that's why I'm like, when I tell people, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a Rocket Punch fan. And they're like, oh yeah, like what kind of music do they do? I go, yeah, just K-pop. They're a girl group. They do girl group music. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wish I could elaborate on that a little further than just saying
it's kind of rough going.
High energy K-pop, you know.
All right. Let's pivot. The next song we are gonna cover this week is EL7Z UP debut with Cheeky. So EL7Z UP is the group that formed out of Queendom Puzzle. The members are, I believe this is just in age order. This is K from Lovelyz, Yeon from CLC, Yeoreum from Uju Sonyo, Yeonhee from Rocket Punch, Nana from UA, Huiso from Haikey, and Yuki from Purple Kiss. So that is the final lineup of EL7Z UP. There are 7 of them. What a terrible name for a group, these EL7Z UP. I don't understand.
It was better than what they were originally came up with, right? It had a plus in it originally.
We got some like shitty names of groups this week, guys. Like, let's be honest, EL7Z UP ain't too hot. Loossemble, this is kind of weird. I've never been a huge fan of Kepler. Let's be straight up here. Not the group, the name specifically. They got this Cheeky song. Warren, the main thing I remember, we had like a pre-discussion. What's the song that this sounds like to you?
Tank by NMIX.
I hear it.
The cheeky and the I'm so freaky, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say the whole song sounds like that, but I feel like there's a shared similarity. Especially with the bass heavy sections, like the bomb, that part, and when there's an 808 bass. And then when you go into the chorus, there's a large chunk of the post-chorus that has the same cadence that Tank does with the chicky. But I feel like it's not as well developed because it ends kind of weirdly. That same cadence is present in the first chorus as well. Yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel?
I like the chorus, don't like the verses.
That's the opposite of me.
I thought some of the verses and rap sections were a little like Yeon's like almost Swan Lake-y rap section, where it got all lyrical for a second. Was not a big fan of that, even though I'm a big Yeon fan, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was just kind of out of nowhere. Open the door, you know?
They did sample Prince Igor with that section. I forget who wrote that, but it's a classical piece. I like the arrangement, just I'm not a fan of the rap, so I think I understand what you mean.
Okay, that might be what it actually is, that I didn't like the way the rap was delivered.
Yeah,
that could actually just be the problem.
Honestly, here's the issue. Like, I got distracted away from the rap and into the instrumental.
Okay.
I feel like we shouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
Well,
you know, I should be like, ooh, that's Yeon. She's got nice hair, instead of, ooh, I hear the flute. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, the issues I'm having with the song aren't too bad, because for me, I rather have a good chorus and verses than the opposite, to be honest. Because I feel like a lot of K-pop is defined by how good your chorus is. right?
Well, did you like the chorus then?
Yeah, I thought it was fine. No one
just fine.
I heard Doug going, yeah, it's fine. I hear no.
No, I didn't say no. I didn't say no.
Yo, you didn't say no? I thought you did.
No. I guess I was gonna say, for me, I'm in between both of your opinions because I find that the song is trying to combine two opposing concepts, right? Like very like edgy girl crush in a way, and then the more sweet, cute vibe. Right. And I think the reason why is because the members themselves kind of have more of one or the other. Right?
I was gonna say that.
So I feel like it's interesting how the song is trying to manage both of those things, right? But at the same time, I don't know if it does it 100% successfully. Like there are moments that I like the chorus I think is trying to do both, right? And it's obvious in those two, like first half, second half of that chorus. I don't know. I feel like I'm still figuring out if this is suitable for this group.
Right, like K's in the group, right? K as was the former main vocal of Lovelyz. Lovelyz was on Queendom. If you go watch like the original Queendom, they were like, yeah, we can do Girl Crush. I'm not gonna tell you what happened. You go watch for yourself. And that's where you end up in situations where like, okay, well, we got K as a main vocalist. We gotta have some level of Girl Crush. Let's take the Dalla Dalla route, where we mix in the very high energy positives with the edgy girl crushness. And I think this is where the arrangement tried to balance that out. To a degree, I think it worked, because the edgy sections kind of sounded interesting to me. The chorus, I don't know. I feel like that was a little flat, I'll be honest.
It's just like hard to balance when you got like K in this group, but then you have like Yeon or Huiso in this group. Yeah. Right? It's just it's a hard pill to swallow. It kind of feels like the compositional issues Lovelyz had with like having K and Miju as the two most popular members, right?
Yeah.
That was like the I feel like it's kind of the same type of issue we're having here a little bit, right?
Yeah, like Nana is in the opposite camp of K as well, where I would throw Yodam in with K's camp as well in terms of like tonal qualities.
I think Nana has that star quality to her. You know, I think she's doing very well.
Dude, they all have their star quality.
Oh no, of course, everyone in this group is doing well, and
they got there by voting. Like they all have star quality.
Yeah, I think it's affording the older kids in the group, K-Yeon and Yodam, like more sustained career, right?
Yeah,
where it's offering the younger members, Yeoni, Nana, Huiso, and Yuki. That might translate to a little bit more current group success as well, right? Because I think they said that this group's gonna do like 3 mini albums or something like that together. That's about it.
That's pretty good.
Yes, I could be wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure I read something of that nature. Which is like they're not like super committed to doing this as like the main thing, right? This is more just like a project thing. But
I'm a little concerned about that. Like
I thought it was okay.
They have Yoni doing like both Rocket Punch and EL7Z UP promotions at the same time.
I was gonna say, how did that work out?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like a produced thing where like if you're doing the produced thing, you ain't doing the group thing, really. You know,
you're doing.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
dang,
man, y'all could y'all like wait like a week or two?
I guess for Yoni in specific, it's more like a lot of work is better than no work, right? You know?
Hopefully.
I mean, sure, but like
but
like she needs a life.
Does she though? You gotta make the money while you can.
Dude,
right?
Work-life balance. It's 2023. I need a balance, sir.
Fair. We should be moving to a 4-day work week.
4-day work week.
Oh.
Yeah.
32 hour work week. Please, if my coworkers are watching, I love doing my work.
Hey, I'm in off season, dude. I'm like not working too much. It's fantastic at the moment. Yeah, EL7Z UP. I'm okay with this. We'll have to see what's gonna happen with them going forward. Obviously, we don't have the most investment because none of us were super into Queendom Puzzle or any of the real competition shows at the moment. We're kind of tuned out. You know, Boys Planet kind of just like wore me down over time. I enjoyed the experience, but I need like a recharge before I watch another competition show and get invested.
Really?
I might be watching this Dream Academy thing though. Like, it's my interest to an extent.
Do you want me to like be very honest about audition shows?
Yeah, you don't like them?
Yes.
Okay, this is like
Downvote?
we're shaking the whole podcast if I say this, but like,
Oh my god!
I haven't been able to focus on any of the audition shows after Produce 48.
That's fair.
Like, it's just I spent so much emotional energy on that. Like 5
You're
years.
wiped out.
I just can't. It's just I feel like that era of life is behind me.
That's true because Warren was like, look at the prizes that the jury fans are offering if you vote in these lotteries and stuff. He was showing me these things at one point. I was like,
It was in deep.
Yeah, he was in deep.
Yeah, I was a part of the people donating money for the funds there.
God damn.
Wow.
No, I could see why.
I didn't watch Puzzle.
Yeah. I have not been a huge fan of the Queendom Kingdom formula in general. I don't know why. It just hasn't, like,
It's interesting.
Well, look, as a Rocket Punch, as a catchy, I'm happy Yoni is in the group. She's killing it. So that's all I can say. All
right.
Very good song. Tingly for me, sir.
Oh, Tingly?
Yeah. I thought we were doing that. We forgot.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. I'll give this a low Tingly.
Okay, low tier. Tingly.
No, I'm not putting it in mild, right? It's not a bad song.
No.
But like, I'm just whelmed by this one. Yeah. You know?
What about Boom, Rocket Punch?
Oh, yeah.
Boom, spicy.
Okay. That's a big much.
Boom is spicy.
That's a bit much.
Do you feel the cayenne on your tongues?
If I'm to be honest with you, I feel like all the songs this week are just tingly, dude. Like, I don't know why. Am I wrong? Like,
what's the point of this fucking system if everything is tingly?
I might mild one of the songs later.
I have a mild for a couple songs. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. But yeah, like, I know we're not supposed to do high tingly, low tingly, but like, you know, there's different spice levels within the spice. Yes. There's a tiers to that, right? I
agree.
This one's just okay.
Less of your pupillae on your tongues were stimulated by the song.
Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with the coverage of Loossemble, Bitna, and Kepler. We'll see you guys then. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, SojuTalk Nation. This is Anita here with a quick PSA. If you would like to support SojuTalk Kpop Podcast, please like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you're using. And consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/SojuTalk or donating to us at paypal.me/SojuTalk. On behalf of the crew and myself, thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled episode.
All right, we're back at it. Okay, I have been pronouncing the A2K group wrong. Warren, to explain this to me.
How dare you? Okay.
So in English, we're calling it VCHA, which is based off of the Korean word. Which word, Warren?
Korean word is based off of 비춰.
Okay, so what does that mean in Korean?
Means to illuminate.
Illuminate.
It means to shine. Yeah. You know, just
Okay, I really thought it was off of Bitna, like the name, but I was wrong. Okay. Yeah. Okay, VCHA. I guess that's what we're just gonna call them. But let's talk about. So don't comment that I'm pronouncing it wrong. We corrected V, dude. Just letting y'all know. I know who you are.
It's actually pronounced VCHA.
The keyboard warriors are gonna come out and correct me. You remember the one time I called Monster X, and I got obliterated in the comments.
Really?
Yes, this happened early into our podcast.
Do you remember Pink Eyed Players?
Let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about that.
Unless people want to know what happened there, we could talk about that. But let's talk about Loossemble, their debut with Sensitive. They are from CTD ENM. So this is one of those Luna residual groups, right? So this has Hyunjin, Yeojin, BB, Gowon, and the artist formerly known as Olivia Hae. She's not going by her real name, Haeju, because she apparently hated the name Olivia Hae, is what I've been hearing.
Okay.
So she's going by Haeju. Loossemble. This is an interesting debut, right? I think that they hit all the right marks in terms of the music video and the lore, that it kind of encapsulated the original Luna essence, right? Even more than I would say Odd-Eyed Circle. I think this really feels like a Luna thing here, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
But then the song sounded nothing like I would expect from a group that's trying to recapture the Luna essence.
I agree. Strongly agree with that.
Yeah, same.
I don't know. This is the most confusing song to me, right? Because we got a couple things that you need to point out. Number one, some of the members that people used to campaign for to get more lines, right?
Yeah.
Like Vivi, like Gowon, they got more lines. I think it's great that that's happening.
Oh, they got a lot of lines.
They got a lot of lines, which I think is fantastic. Even like a Yeojin, sometimes people were saying that. The song, though, I don't know, right?
Wait, what do you not know, Doug? Please be more specific.
It just doesn't get me
you know
excited.
something.
I'm not excited.
Oh, okay. To me, I don't know if it was the genre they were hitting with this one, but it sounded a lot in the bass and like some of the song structure as RIIZE's Get a Guitar.
Yep.
Right? And I feel like the same concerns that I had about that song transfer to this as well, where it's like quite mellow, right? We're not really getting a lot of dynamic going on. And I think the visuals carry all of that. I don't want to call it hype, but like that tension, that energy.
The hype.
The intrigue.
The hype. That's what it is. Why are you beating around the bush? We said we wouldn't do that this season.
This song just isn't hype. Like,
I think it's meant to be, but I wonder why.
Not meant to be.
Why not?
It's not meant to be.
Okay, no. Guys, here's what it is, right? If you look at K-pop the last 1-2 years, the new trend is easy listening. This falls under that category. It's just not as well built. My issue with the song is that the chorus is not very well built. The chorus is essentially just the rap thing that girl groups do, played on a very minimal beat. The chorus does not play the role of dragging users into high energy or low energy, for that matter. It doesn't play the role of a chorus for some reason. And then the second half of it is the that thing where like with the vox chops and like it gets really hyped there. You know what I mean? That section, that part was cool. I like that. But like doing this sensitively taken, that thing was like, I don't know, like that is the moment where we should have had the attention or like, you know, something that's like incredibly, you know, that's like like that should be the chorus, you know,
the key point. Yeah.
Bro, instead we just got like ad libs, dun 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 dun, and then we do it again. You know,
perfect. You know what I mean? Like that's Come on. If we want to do a minimal, easy listening, chill song, go for it. Like I said, when I was very concerned, it's gotta be better built. It's gotta be better built. You can't half-ass that shit. You can't. The rest of the song, I like it. The second part of the chorus, the verses, the music video with the whole like, wake up in a spaceship. Oh my god,
this was such a cool music, dude. I was thinking,
I was so confused.
Why can't someone just pump money and just make a movie, dude? Like, it was so cool. It was so cool.
Personally, I assume there's more references, but my like pea-sized Luna brain got a lot of the references from like, it was 12 o'clock, now it's 5 o'clock.
Okay, so there was things people were pointing out, like there's 12 pods at the end when she wakes up, obviously.
Yes, I was counting them.
And if you look at the pods, there's 2 or 3, depending on how you
They're
see
still
it,
inside.
that are in the pods.
Right.
That's the other things people were pointing at. Additionally, if you want some crumbs here, Eve and Chu appeared at their fan sign. They made a special appearance.
Ooh, they did.
I wanted to point that out. They showed up for a little bit. Oh, people are wondering what's going on here.
What is going on?
Okay.
Yeah, so those are all things.
And like, I really like the bit where like there are grandmas in the beginning.
Yes. I thought that was cool.
That was dope.
What was that referencing, in your opinion?
I thought of it more like we were having some kind of time travel thing going on. At least it was me.
Oh, to me it felt like let's flash back to when we were young, and we were having fun.
That type
Time
of thing.
travel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that type of thing.
Now, let's talk about the other side of the coin here, right? I like that they are beginning their narrative off of a familiar point for everybody. We all know the lawsuit happened. They are in the context of K-pop, they are being very direct. There is no bush to beat. You know, this is like,
no,
the other company fucked us over. We're just gonna go assemble everybody. That's the whole thing.
Yes.
The issue is
that's true.
The issue is, in my head, Artemis is also there. Chu wants a solo career. Yves is kind of up in the air. Fine.
She's like a free agent at the moment still.
Right. Maybe she'll join Loossemble in the future. Who knows? But with the other two entities, where Chu has her whole own solo fan club and a solo comeback coming soon, my concern is, okay, if you're gonna build your whole artist identity around something that is of the past, is that a good idea? You just named yourself Luna Assemble. That's essentially, in my head, it's past Assemble.
Let's be honest here. There was something elegant to the name Luna. There is nothing elegant about the name Loossemble, right?
Like,
sure, that's a part of it.
Yeah.
It's very clunky. I don't even think that's a take. I think that's like a fact. It's very heavy-handed, right?
It is.
I really enjoyed this music video. I thought it was so cool, especially that end minute and a half we got with the spaceship and stuff, bro. I'm like, it's getting me hype, right?
Yeah,
it got me so hype.
Here's the thing, and also in reference to the name, right? Like you say, it's very heavy-handed, right? And I feel like the music video is in that realm as well. I feel a lot of there's expectation, but also like more room for disappointment if things don't work out, and it feels like nothing is set yet. Like we talk about everybody where they are right now, like it's different spaces right now, different things going on. I don't know how this will pan out.
Right?
And
No, exactly.
Like it's a little dangerous.
It's like here's the thing. It's like Luna was great. There was some positives, there were some negatives, it was ups and downs, but at the end of the day, they gave us a lot of positive impact on the culture, in the industry, in the community. We had a fun time. Now we're going on to phase 2 of their careers, whether you like it or not. You can choose to do that by starting a new chapter, or building off of the previous chapter, or staying within the shadows of the previous chapter. And I feel like we're staying in the shadows of Luna a little too much. That's what I'm worried about. Because Artemis has just named themselves Artemis. They're clearly doing something to distance themselves and move forward a little bit, while Loossemble feels like, okay, we're gonna go find everybody in Luna and assemble the whole thing. That they just named their group Luna Assemble. That is their identity now. Is that a sustainable thing?
Buddy. To be fair, Loossemble has sold more copies than Odd Eyed Circle did.
Wait, are you serious?
Loossemble sold 75K.
The hype is there, is what I'm saying. It's just, I'm wondering,
Circle is about 52K.
will they deliver?
So all you're telling me is everything I don't like sells and everything I like doesn't sell.
Apparently, dude, but either way, Odd Eye Circle selling 50K on the first thing, Loossemble selling 75K. These are good signs for both of these groups.
These are good signs. I'm just concerned about sustainability, sir. That's what it is.
I can see that. They're gonna have to figure out, because at a certain point they can't keep teasing we got more stuff hidden if there's actually nothing hidden, you know?
Right.
Like you can't.
Like you can keep waking up one of the 5 members at the end of the 5 music videos.
Yeah.
But like, what are you gonna do after that?
Hey, what if we have an unprecedented, both companies decide to do like an Avengers Civil War theme? Could you imagine how crazy that would be?
Okay, you know what? If that happens, I will retract everything I said today.
Yeah, right? If they could somehow do that and somehow come to an agreement, we'll just split the profits in half for one event or once in a while events. Like, it would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Hello, CTD ENM Entertainment and
Mod House.
Mod House.
Please
Fucking do that.
It would be amazing, wouldn't it?
That
unprecedented, yeah.
now is Chu gonna be a part of that?
I don't know.
What about Eves? Like, what is she up to? What is her life? What is she gonna do? Is she gonna retire?
She's been doing some photo shoots. She's like helping out with some other company, but I don't know exactly what she's doing, to be completely fair.
Right. Well, I think we're off to a overall solid start. I think the chorus was a little lackluster, but I understand they're going after the trends here. I say overall, again, tingly.
Really,
Yeah.
I found this one to be pretty mild.
Oh,
I don't know why I did. I was very whelmed.
Tingly.
I was very whelmed.
Yeah.
What about you, Anita?
I was gonna say low tingly, high.
No. Shut up.
Maybe.
If it's a tingly, it's a tingly. It's a bland, it's a bland.
I need a pick tingly.
No, there's tiers to this.
No, there's there's 3 tiers of spicy, tingly, and mild. Don't confuse the listeners. There's only 3 things.
I did not have the best time with this song. I'll be straight up.
I think other than the chorus, I don't have much to complain about with the song. Like the post-chorus is really fun. The it's like the rediscovery of Yeojin going as a vocalist. It's really fun. Are they the both strongest of vocals? No, but that's fine. Like it works. Yeah, but now spicy. Yeah. No, sorry.
No.
Tingly.
No, tingly.
Tingly.
Anyway, okay, y'all feel like it's that. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, let's move over to VCHA. Dude, that name, it still looks like Vsauce to me, dude. the YouTube channel.
What?
It's VCHA. Dude, what's up? It's Vsauce here. No,
Hey, what's
it's
up, everybody?
VCHA here with their pre-debut. I'm just going to call it Universe, not Yo.Universe. I'm just going to call it Universe.
Y.O.Universe.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is the group that formed out of the JYP competition show A2K, right?
Yep.
We did not watch the show either, guys. Sorry, we did it.
Clips, maybe.
What are you
Anita
on?
did a little bit more than
Superficial.
we did. The members of this group are Camilla, Lexi, Kendall, Savannah, KG, and Kaylee. So those are the members of this group. Did you know that Lexi's real name is Lexus? Like straight up. Like
Oh, wow.
our
Yeah.
company. That's kind of cool. Hey, the first thing, right? The thing I want to talk about, we're gonna talk about the song a lot, but this song felt very K-pop, right? To me, which is basically what it is.
Correct.
As JYP was saying, I'm gonna do a little impression here. I'm trying to take a K-pop system with American talent.
That's the worst JYP impression I've
Whatever.
ever heard.
If you
What
watch the
accent was
previews,
that?
that's literally what he was saying.
Who
dude.
are you?
Whatever. He's trying to do that. But it felt very K-pop to me, which is they're achieving what they set out to do. I love the diversity, dude. Like, it's been about time that we saw some peoples who weren't Asian in a K-pop music video.
Yeah.
You know?
It's about time.
I thought it was really cool. I know we've had a couple people who haven't been Asian who are in this group. I know Black Swan has some members who did that, right? That type of
Right.
thing. But like, this is a very mainstream show, very big
company.
show, very big group, very big company, and we got a lot of diversity here. I'm loving it, y'all. I think it's great.
If you want to see how Doug and I feel like how the definition of K-pop as a genre has changed, there should be an episode about XG that dropped about 3 weeks ago. It was a summer
Alright.
special thing, stream thing, and that kind of, I am seeing this as an extension of that. We're
Yes.
reliant on the K-pop system of
I
writing
was
songs.
very conservative in my definition of what is K-pop previously. I think it has opened up a lot, is what I would say.
I agree as well. At the end of the day, it sounds like what I think of K-pop is. It has the themes that a lot of K-pop songs have. Visually, it's K-pop. People are dancing in a group while singing, and they're generally in sync. I mean, that's you know.
Yeah, so if we're gonna call this K-pop, we're gonna critique it as if we're critiquing any other song, right? In objectively speaking.
Yes.
So, how do y'all feel about Universe?
I think going back to your second half of your comment about diversity, I feel like that is also the best strength about this song. Because
Oh, okay.
immediately when you hear the song, Camila and Savannah don't sound K-poppy. You know what I mean?
That's true. Vocals are not typical.
Very different. If you listen to the way K-pop singers sing, like Korean people sing, it's very clear. It's a different type of singing than what Savannah and Camila are bringing to the table. And I'm sure it is partially because they've been training in a different way up until A2K happened, right? And I really, really like that all of that, parts of that was retained in the way the song was built and the way they sing. Because I really like how all of their sounds, all their voices kind of mixed into each other. And it's really fun. It's not sure the song is arranged in a way a lot of K-pop songs are, but sure don't sound like it. And I'm not just referring to pronunciation, right? Like the way they, you know what I mean, you're right. Like
the delivery, you mean?
Yeah, delivery. Yeah, like tonal qualities. Yeah, all those fancy mumbo jumbo. I don't know. It felt very well complemented to each other. I don't know. But again, I'm not a native English speaker. That's generally not what I'm paying attention to. You two are. So I feel like, are y'all happy now with the English?
Okay.
Well,
I don't have any real issues with the delivery of the notes or anything like that. I just feel like they wanted to make a song that sounds K-pop-y. What is K-pop doing? That more relatable sound, right? And because of that, they have to mute the energy in some capacity, right? Because they're going to try to be more relatable. So it's somewhat minimalistic in the chorus and stuff like that.
Very minimalistic.
I feel like this song somehow ends up sounding like songs like Justin Bieber's Baby for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Right? It ends up sounding something like that. I don't know what it is about it.
Okay, I can kind of see that, yeah.
I don't know how we got there, but it did.
The chorus feels a little weak. I feel like I'm saying that a lot today. The bum 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 ba 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 da dum. That's the top line. Tell me that's interesting without blinking an eye.
I mean, it's not revolutionary, right? It's nothing.
It's
nothing out of the box. I do feel so. This being a pre-debut single, right? I feel like it was meant to be more of an intro, kind of easing into the group in general than doing anything crazy. And I feel like that was the route they had for the song as well, where like very safe, very low stakes as far as like trying anything.
Yeah, that was a calculated decision for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
And I feel like the music video reflects that as well. Like they focus more on the identities of the members, like some aspects of like their background or like interest, whatever. So I feel like that makes sense to me. But I don't know, I do feel like sometimes if the group is not interesting enough, right? In this case, I feel like it is. There's a lot to talk about, right? Member-wise and like how this group was formed. But if that wasn't the case, if it was just hanging on the song, it would be harder to pique interest.
You know what else dated the song for me? It was the wardrobe decision to put them in matching sports jerseys. That's like a old K-pop motif from back in the day, I thought.
I feel like it's more common now. It's coming back.
Is it more common now? It's come back, right?
Yeah.
But it feels retro to me, though, you know?
Yeah,
to do something like that. Like, I'm thinking, like, Girls' Generation did it back in the day.
Dog, we've been old enough. We're old enough now where the trend cycles kind of...
I know. I know. It's like been 15 years, so it's come back.
It's time. It's come back. Yeah, I'm sorry to break that news.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
You know exactly what I mean.
Exactly what it is.
In like 2007 to 2010, groups were doing that, right? They were getting sports jerseys where they all got their own number. Even Twice did it early in their career, right? They had that kind of thing.
Oh, yes. The trope.
Yeah.
It's kind of back, though. Like if you look at Korean fashion these days, people are wearing a lot of like soccer jerseys, football jerseys, like this.
Yeah,
it's a big thing right now. Bloke core, as they say.
I wanna give a shout out to JYP because unlike Baby Monsters and YG, they could at least release stuff after the show.
Very fast too.
What's Baby Monster?
Hey, do you want a factoid, Warren? After Treasure, they formed the lineup from the TV show they were on or whatever.
Right.
They didn't debut for them for 2 years.
It was a minute, yes.
Yeah. So
An unusually long
at the end of the
time.
day, we have to applaud JYP for doing a pre-release, and I think they're gonna debut in the next couple months. This group.
Hey, I mean, if YG wants to pull whatever unheard of weird marketing tactic, sure, go for it. I mean,
I'm so curious to see what the actual debut looks like, right? Because this is more an
Same.
introduction to this group for the people who didn't watch A2K, right? And I want to see what the sales are gonna look like for whatever they release. I'm so curious.
Yep.
And I think it's going to inform, because you know how JYP's been talking about doing a Western style group, like with Western kids for a long time.
oh,
right?
we're talking Wonder Girls here. Like,
Yeah, and then we have Hybe and Geffen who are going to do that academy thing, right? So they're also doing it. And then we have, well, back in the day we had SM saying they were going to do NCT Hollywood, but I don't think that's happening
Is
anymore.
that gonna happen?
But
I don't
well,
know.
they might do something of that nature. So this is going to be very groundbreaking, and it's going to inform us a lot about how this is all going to go down, I think.
here's the thing: everybody's been saying they're gonna do it. He is the first person to actually do it in this current time period, right?
Yeah, and I as someone who didn't watch the show, got me kind of excited. Like,
Yeah.
I think this is cool.
No,
Same.
I'm also intrigued though, because like if I think about when K-pop first left Korea, we went to Japan, and going to
Yeah.
Japan at that point made so much more business sense, because K-pop songs that were popular in Japan were they were so much more popular with the general culture over there, where it was a no-brainer. In America, yeah, there's a population for K-pop. There is definitely an audience. It is seen as a genre. It is seen as a culture. People know what BTS is. But do I think it is as safe as a decision as
strong,
when we went to Japan or China or Southeast Asia? Definitely not.
Oh, this is a big risk.
This is a huge risk. And for a long time, I thought people were just saying they're going to come to North America so that they can get more money for funding from investors, right?
Hey, but now they're doing it in practice.
But now we're here. So I'm actually really intrigued how much it sells. And
There's a couple
Yeah.
things I'm interested to seeing, because we have now kids with diverse backgrounds in this group. I want to see, it's not a negative term, but I want to see how, like, K-popified, K-pop washed, all of this is going to end up being. Do you know what I mean? In terms of
yeah.
expression, in
Yeah.
terms of what they allow the kids to do. Like, I'm very curious to see what that's going to look like in practice.
Yeah.
right, like that's another thing. Like I mentioned earlier, I mentioned Camila, I mentioned Savannah as well, and they definitely bring something that's different from typical K-pop to the table. And I felt like, again, I haven't seen A2K, so I can't say for sure, and I don't know what's happening in the recording studio, so I don't know for sure. But it kind of sounded like they were holding back a lot of that to fit into K-pop, and I kind of wish they wouldn't. So
Well, my main concern was that the song felt a little muted in general.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. It felt like they were kind of holding down their energy, like what you said, like what Anita said. So I don't know. I hope that doesn't happen going forward, and it's just a one-off thing instead of a development into fitting them into the K-pop equation. The
Yeah,
box.
don't let them break the mold, guys. You know, let them do it.
Cause there's nobody
Yeah.
like Y.O.U in the universe.
Oh, okay. We're done with this. We're done with this.
All
Okay.
right, what rating? What rating?
I thought this one was tingly. I thought this was tingly in terms of the song, but in terms of my hype for this group, and in terms
Spicy.
of what this means, it's spicy, dude. So the song was tingly though.
Okay, I agree.
Okay, Kepler, Galileo, Ayo. So they are from Swing/Wake One. We know that this is the girl group that formed out of Girls Planet 999. Their last 3 songs: Giddy, We Fresh, and Up. Kepler.
What is it?
Wrong side.
Stop beginning with a sound effect.
I'm not the one who should start with Kepler. Dude. Like I have I got a tracker.
Dude, you are the most invested in Kepler out of all of us.
No, I'm not, dude. I can promise you that. I can promise you that.
Waiting at me. Who is it? You, Anita?
Well, okay. I have some let me start off with some positives before we get into whatever Doug
I mean, I have
was
some
thinking.
positives too. I don't know what he's coming from. Go.
Yeah.
Y'all
No,
go
I feel
first. That's all
All
I'll
right,
say.
fine.
Y'all
Go
Okay.
first. Nita, go.
Yes. So I think for me, one thing that I feel like is very consistent with Kepler and their comebacks has always been the quality of their music videos, their set design, styling, everything. Super nice. I feel like this is not an exception. It already looked great. I also felt like there recently, or maybe this is the first time that I've noticed it, there was a push for shouting in center.
Thank God.
And I mean, she does great. I feel like it makes sense. So I'm all for it. I think it was something that I was looking forward to. So I'm glad that it has happened. But switching into the
agree,
things that I think could have been improved.
Oh, shift your gears, Nita. Shift your gears.
I'm shifting gears here.
Ooh.
I felt like
D to R.
the Kepler, and we kind of had this conversation briefly before we started recording, suffers from a lack of sound identity, like other groups. They're not the only ones, but I notice it a lot with Kepler because I feel like every time they come back, it is a shift. Like I wouldn't say that they all sound the same. There's some small tweaks here and there, and it always feels very not underwhelming, just whelming, like very middle kind of. And
Alright.
I think this is that route.
All right, let me translate. I'm the Anita translator today. Anita
no.
here is saying that the song sounds generic and just like other songs of this genre. If not, that is what I think. Here's the thing, right? Doug, what is your least favorite Twice song?
Knock knock.
Okay, the one after that.
Hard to say.
I thought you don't like Scientist.
That's okay.
Okay. See, that's
Is
the
it
issue.
right?
It's just okay. Nobody remembers Scientist. This song,
Middle of the road.
this
kind
song
of.
sounds just like
Oh no.
Scientist.
Okay. It's I got a hot take. My second least favorite song is Alcohol Free, but don't let people know because people love that song. But
That's not a bad song.
terrible.
I had a 40-minute essay on why the song's bad, and come on, what are you talking about?
I know you guys don't like it.
Okay. Here's. I gotta say some words. Okay.
Oh.
Have you been using letters this whole time? What's going on?
I've been speaking hieroglyphics up until now.
Oh,
My God.
welcome to civilization.
I want Kepler to do so well. I want him to do so well.
Why are you covering your eyes?
I want.
Are you blind?
I want Kepler to do so well. I want to be the biggest fan of Kepler's music. I want to listen to Kepler nonstop, and I want to be completely excited about them as a group, excited of where they're going, excited about where they've been. I just can't bring myself to. I don't know
What's
why.
the obstacle?
It bugs me so much.
What is it? What bugs you?
There is just no song of theirs for me. This
For
is
you.
just me speaking.
Just you.
That I will be remembering in like 3 years' time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Let's talk about that in a more smaller sense, because I kind of agree with you. Other than Wadada,
That's the only one.
Up.
That was the only
I love
Mind Baby
Up.
exception because of the chorus.
okay, Anita, I like Up too, but I can't sing it off the top of my head. It was 100% within my top 50 at some point this past couple years in terms of listening frequency. Like I streamed that shit. Like I was there. I was listening to it. I don't remember how it goes.
Up is probably my favorite song of theirs. Like,
Right?
Everybody liked
I
Up.
agree.
Up was good. Everybody liked Up.
Maybe it doesn't have the popularity, but
I
like the quality of that song.
I'm just struggling with Kepler. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, and
I think it's a
and
sound identity.
today I wanted to do like I'm not comparing these. Oh, I am comparing these two. But I wanted to see like I was trying to like, I was really involved in RIIZE. Y'all know this if you've been here for a while, right? That was like the group for me.
Dude, that's our like most viewed YouTube video. Doug reacts to Wiz1 dying.
If y'all know that Kep1er and RIIZE now have the same amount of Korean title tracks.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Kep1er has more. No, they're both at 5. They have the same amount. Kep1er has Wadada, Up, We Fresh, Giddy, Galileo. Right?
Wow.
RIIZE, La Vie en Rose, Violetta, Fiesta, Secret Story of the Swan, Panorama.
Oh, so this is what happens when you don't get goofed over by a scandal.
Yeah. So they have the same amount of songs at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you compare those 5 to these 5, right? It's like, you know what I mean? That's a tough comparison to make. Like, I think what Warren was saying earlier about Kep1er is just like, even though they have an identity in that the songs kind of, they swing one direction with Kep1er, right? Typically, you know, like, oh, it's like, all right, this is a Kep1er type track, right? I just find that direction has not been the most compelling. I don't know why, though.
Okay, let's think about this for a minute. There was Wadada, there was Up, there was We Fresh, and then there was Giddy, and then now we have Galileo. I would group Up, Giddy, and Galileo in the same group. I would say I will say We Fresh, and then Wadada is of another sound. One that leans a little more towards girl crush, and the other towards ooh yes, fun. I don't know if there was a better way to. You get the idea, right? In my head, both of those are very safe, and it comes down when I think about how we discussed those songs in the past. I was having to pull out little details of, oh, okay, well, I think this chorus falls a little short compared to the other songs because of blah, blah, blah. I was picking out little details to talk about. And when I'm doing that, that generally means I ain't got much to talk about the overall song itself. And that generally means it mixes in with everything else we talk about overall. So that's where I kind of agree with Doug. If you think about RIIZE,
the problem is none of the songs just come out and slap you in the face. You know, like I don't know. It's just the impact, right? I think that's really what it comes down to.
There's no face slapping. Yeah.
No, right?
Yeah.
Like whether you are someone like me who liked Fiesta or Warren who's not the biggest fan of Fiesta is memorable. You know, like it's a thing.
Yes.
Even the Secret Story of the Swan, which is my least favorite RIIZE Track. That's Swan.
Dude,
like I still think about it, right? Like right? Like it's memorable. That's the problem. And I think it's so sad because like I want to be a big Kep1er fan, you know? Like I'm begging, please. But it's just not. It's like, but at the end of the day, not all the music of a group releases or specific groups are going to be your slice of pie, you know, which I've come to accept. But I just find it unfortunate because like I really want to be a big fan of them. I just can't bring myself to.
I think Kim Cheon's good at singing and dancing.
Yes, they have a lot of great parts.
Yes.
Hikaru's really good. She's probably gonna join XG after this is done.
Is she?
What?
There's rumor. People want her to.
Well,
I know they know each other. I don't know if there's anything.
Yeah,
Are they not in the same thing? They're not in the same thing?
No, the main producer was like, well, why do you think we only have XG in the works?
Oh.
Yeah, he said that.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, people were like, oh, is Hikaru going to join XG? And he was like, oh, why do you think we only have XG under our production?
So another group. Group.
I don't
But I know she's related to them, right? I keep seeing people say like add her to it.
Right. She's a part of that
Mind
whole
you,
thing.
I just got into XG like a month ago, right? So give me some slack here. If I'm completely misinformed.
But like even XG, like a lot of their songs, you listen to it instantly, the chorus slaps you in the face.
And there are songs that are more approachable, more happy songs that still just slap you in the face. And you're like, okay, this is cool, right? We got something here. That's the issue I'm having. And I like when we waste song space with Galileo, like you know what I mean? Like, come on, guys, I'm begging, right?
I think it was meant to be catchy, but I don't think it quite stuck as well as they wanted it to. The songwriters, right?
Here's the thing, and I'm gonna go back to one of the concerns they brought up earlier in the episode, as well as when you're originally talking about, I think, Ditto. And it's the concept that we are moving into doing easy listening K-pop, the chill kind of stuff. On textbook, it means getting rid of all the extraneous noises, energy, unnecessary rises in energy, lowerings in energy. It means we're just taking it chill, keeping the songs short, concise, keeping it interesting in between. But that means your foundations need to be better. It needs to be stronger. It needs to have just a solid ass chorus. It needs to have a solid ass vocal line, because they're not gonna have a lot of the instrumental to help back up what they're not able to do on their own. So it's definitely a more difficult direction in terms of pop music. A lot of folks, especially the ones we discussed today, Get a Guitar, Boom, Cheeky, Sensitive, Universe, actually all 6 of these lean towards that direction. And I feel like all of them are taking a very similar approach, and it's missing a little bit of MSG. It's missing a little bit of that spice.
We've also, like, for the most part, thrown the concept of a killing part out the window, you know?
Yes. It's not really a thing.
Yeah.
I'm depressed, y'all.
Season 6!
Kepler, like, it gets me worked up, you know, because I want to like them so badly. The music, not the kids. I like the kids.
All right.
I want to like the music so much more. For me, I'm gonna be honest. This one's a mild, and it's unfortunate, but for me, that's what
I
it is.
would go mild.
Yeah, I'm saying mild for this one as well. This is my least favorite of the week.
But if you think this is a spicy song, more power to you, right? It's just your opinion, just our opinion.
I know there's an audience for it. Yes, of course.
Our opinions have like no weight. Like a couple thousand people listen to what we say every week, and you could just turn it off if you don't agree with us. You know, it is what it is.
Or if you want to be polite about it, let us know where you disagree, because I would love to look at things from the perspective of a person who enjoys this stuff, right?
All right. Other songs. So the 3 songs that are going to be covered next week: NCT, Bag It Jean. That one, Anita. We have High Key with Soul. Such a Beautiful City. Did you know High Key's like kind of viral these days? They have come up with their last track, and we could talk about that next week. Yep. Icheon with Dance. Surprisingly,
it's Dance.
She beat out V with Slow Dancing, I believe. Like, I don't know.
Right. Well,
V was good.
And honestly, if there isn't too many songs next week, the one song over the break that I want to throw in is this IVE pre-release that came out today. Either way, I really want to cover that, so we'll try to make an effort maybe there. But other songs that released during the break, so these are just a selection. This is not all of them, obviously. I'm not going to list all 50. XG New Dance, Kim Sejong, Top or Cliff. It's probably music video of the year in terms of what happens in it.
Oh, really?
It's like a whole noir. There's gun scenes. She gets shanked at one point. It's crazy. Boy Next Door, but sometimes that Somi Gold track, which is trending on TikTok and places like that. BB Hangang Gongwon, Purple Kiss, Seven Heaven, Hwasa, I Love My Body, but that one's also kind of popping off too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
V Slow Dancing, Key, Good and Great. TXT and Anita, we saw what you were doing over break with what is this one called? Back for More, which is a pre-release. We had Weekly with Good Day, which is their anniversary song. We have Even, which is some of the kids from the Boys Planet 999, the kids who didn't make it into the group. Like Park Han-bin, and then I know Keita's in this. They had a debut with Trouble. EXO's Dio, Somebody, Tempest, Vroom Vroom, Yuju with Da La La. And then obviously IVE, that pre-release with Either Way. Okay.
Is Either
Spice
Way
King.
the one with Blonde Yujin? Sorry, Blonde
Blonde Wonyoung. Correct. Yes, that's the one that came out today.
Y'all made us not cover Blonde Wonyoung? What's going on?
It got like no votes, sadly.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Y'all.
It made it to the final voting, but then it was like in last place for that.
How could you guys do this to me?
That's why I'm trying to cover it next week, dog. Spice King. Spice King is a segment where each week the crew decides which song reigns supreme. The Soju chart will be evaluated in terms of song quality, spice, and listener fatigue. Songs that place number 1 on the Soju chart will be declared this week's Spice King, and songs that win Spice King 3 times will gain entry into the Hall of Spice. So for this week and next week, if you win, you're going to get double crowns. And if you place first place, you get double crowns in general. So you will instantly get Hall of Spice if everyone agrees to put it in first place this week.
Oh, wow.
The Soju chart from last time we did this in 249, aespa Better Things picked up its first win. Twice Geo Killing Me was in second. Somi Fast Forward was in third. The new candidates this week are all the songs we covered. RIIZE Get a Guitar, Rocket Punch Boom, EL7Z Cheeky, Loossemble Sensitive, Y.O.Universe, and Kepler Galileo. Ayo. I got a chart, y'all.
Any better.
It was really tough to make the chart this week because the first thing was I wanted to throw out the songs from the past chart because it's been a month, right?
It's been a minute, yeah.
I just wanted to start fresh.
Okay, sure.
Third place, I got VCHA Universe.
Oh, okay.
That one. Something about it is catchy to me. I like what it stands for. I like what we're going with them. I think that's cool. Second place, I got RIIZE Get a Guitar. Although I might have said that this song was not the most compelling in terms of debuts, technically, I don't have too many problems with it on a technical level. First place, I got Rocket Punch Boom.
Yo!
I don't know why, but out of the 6 songs we covered this week, that was my favorite.
Yo, what do you mean you don't know why? You like it because it's good. Get out.
All right, but that's my chart.
Okay. I also took the route of like whole new clean slate, right? For this week.
New season, new you.
Well, not very new me, but new songs. And I'll start with third place. I want to put Loossemble Sensitive in third place. I know I criticized it a lot in the terms of the sound because it wasn't what I expected, but I am intrigued overall, like what direction they're going to go, both sound-wise and also concept-wise, because it's a lot going on. So I want to see what they deliver in that sense. Second place, I'm going to give it to RIIZE. Get a Guitar. Oddly enough, I think these two songs sound a little similar, but I think there's a different vibe with RIIZE. I think they're still going for the more approachable sound and concept, like both. And it is enjoyable, but I kind of want to see how they make it their own in another comeback.
Anita, do you have VCHA in first place?
I do.
Yo! Shit. Let's go.
I do. And I feel like for some reason, maybe it has to do with like the bunch that we got this week of the songs, right? I feel like this song had the most energy and in a way that felt very approachable. Like even for me as somebody who wasn't familiar with the show or like with the members, it felt something that I feel like was very gen friendly, and I feel like I don't know, maybe that's the point to get more interest and build up for the proper debut. And I think it worked. I think they're doing pretty good. I'm not too critical of their methods so far. So I'm interested to see what they do. So I'll put it in first.
Yeah, okay, here's the thing, right? If I think about all the songs, we have 9 potential songs we can vote for. I'll throw in V there as well. And all of these songs are mostly fine. They're all good. I'm still intrigued with all of these people. I felt like we were a little critical than we normally are with these songs, and we normally would be because we had 6 and all of them kind of blend into each other.
We're committed to being honest this season.
No more beating around the bush. We're back back just like episode 1 all over again.
Yeah, buddy.
Like, here's the thing. If you think about everything else besides that, all of these songs are like they're none of it's bad. They're all fine.
They're okay.
So that's where I kind of struggled with the chart this week. I'm not gonna lie. The one part I didn't was, man, there was a banger I've been listening to for over 2 months. That's Better Things by aespa.
Oh,
I'm putting it in second place.
I'm glad you stuck to it, Warren. I respect that.
Thank you.
I respect that.
Yeah, it's a good song. If you're not listening
that's in my top 5 of the year, I think.
Great music video. Music video is great.
Okay, yeah, I'm not. sure if I'd go that far. It's just like
I am going that far.
And it's not on your chart, but it's on mine. Okay. All right. Better Things, second place. Good song. I like it. aespa, great. If I think about all the songs that kind of blended into each other today, I do think there was a clear favorite for me, and I think that's Sensitive by Loossemble.
Okay.
All I had to say was the chorus sounds a little bland. I'm a little concerned about their potential future, but other than that, I have nothing else to complain about. The music video is cool. Bass thing, cool. Grandma, cool. 12 to 9, 5 p.m. Oh, sure, that's also cool too. The post chorus also cool too. Verse is cool too. People have parts, that's cool too. First place. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
That leaves me with Boom in third place.
Of course.
It's a good song. What do you want me to do? They got a problem. I don't know what you want me to do. They got a problem.
Hey. Gochu gang. So if you don't know now, we allow our patrons, the Gochu gang, to vote on the chart with us every week. So this is the results of their voting.
Okay.
In first place, the Gochu gang had Y.O.Universe with 31 points.
Hey, let's go.
Second place, they had Loossemble with Sensitive. And in third place, they had aespa Better Things.
Yeah.
So that is their chart for this week.
Wow.
As a result, this is awesome. Y.O.Universe with 11 points is in first place, picking up their double crowns because they get awarded with them this week.
Right.
Second place, we got a tie with Loossemble Sensitive and also with Rocket Punch Boom with 8 points each. So that is the chart this week. Y.O.Universe first place, second place Loossemble and Rocket Punch tie. So that is the Soju chart for this week. All right, Anita, good luck here. These are all the show winners for the last month.
Oh boy.
Yeah, make your way through them.
Jesus Christ.
How about you just say how many each song won in the month? Like you don't have to name each show.
So starting off with Jungkook 7, right?
Yeah.
He won 3 times on Show Music Core, so a total of 12 wins so far. Congrats to him.
That's a lot of numbers. The song 7 won 3 awards to a total of 12. Yes. Okay.
There you go. Then we have New Jeans with Super Shy. They won an Inkigayo, giving them a triple crown for that winning. So a total of 6 wins for that specific song. And then we have V with Slow Dancing. Won once on Show Champion, twice on an M Countdown, and then twice again on Music Bank. So 5 wins for that one. Then we have New Jeans again with ETA, twice on Inkigayo, so a total of 4 wins. And then V again with Love Me Again. 3 wins on M Countdown, with one of them being the first solo win. Congrats on that. And then we have Akmu with Lovely, 1 on Show Music Core, and then twice on Inkigayo, so 3 there. And then Stacey with Bubble, they won on the show, and then Music Bank. And then following that, we have NCT with Baggy Jeans, winning on Show Champion and then Music Bank. And then Boy Next Door with But Sometimes. They won on the show and then Show Champion, giving them their first win ever on that one.
Congrats
to them. And then we have Everglow with Slay, 1 on Show Champion. Jihyo with Killing Me Good on Music Bank, also first solo win there. High Key with Seoul, Such a Beautiful City. Show Champion first win as well. A lot of first wins there. And DKZ Jetchan with Hello on the show. First solo win.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
first wins.
V was dominating in terms of the wins. He won.
Yep.
8 times over break. Jungkook goes up to 12. Super Shy is still winning somehow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
ETA
a lot of representation
well.
here. All right. This wraps up the part 1, the song portion of the podcast. We'll be back with the news and events from last week. We'll see you then.
And here's an extra special shout out to all of our Fiesta Patreons on patreon.com. Bagel, Charles, Cotton Ball, Del Monic, Ellie, Irv Tron, Gogu Mama, Honey Pools, Yokab, Liam's Games and Toys, Luke Daniel, NJ Parks, Tier, Siu Sumi. And thank you for joining SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop.
And special thanks to our Discord server mods, Jacob, K-Music Erday, Koala, Max, No Bias Luna, Tuggles, and Wolf297.
All right, we are back at it with the news and events from the past month.
Oh, man.
Okay, guys, I tried so hard to condense this, but good luck. There's like 50-something articles. Additionally, Anita, like, she might have to dip during the news, so if that happens, it happens.
Yes.
So just letting y'all know.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
First thing, Seoul Central District Court dismisses 50/50's application for injunction to suspend the exclusive contract with the tract. The court said it was difficult to find that the obligation to provide settlement data had been violated. That's the whole thing with the like financials, I believe. That the breach of duty of care, health, and welfare was not sufficiently proven. So that has to do with the welfare of the members. And the termination agreement with the givers was not a violation of the contract. The lawyer for 50/50 said that they would discuss with the members the possibility for an appeal. So basically, the court threw out their application to end their contracts with the tract.
Well, that's awkward.
That's not great.
So that happened there. Additionally, so you don't really have to know the first part, but K-pop from a tract has teased a new girl group of its own and has secured a reported $7.5 million investment.
Oh, okay.
So a tract is kind of just like, yeah, see y'all, like, bye. Yeah.
It's worth noting, a little context. The Korean cult society, for the most part, is on the side of a tract.
Right.
And there's a lot of investors behind this tract right now. It's pretty well known, I'm not gonna lie.
I also heard today, I don't have any proof of this one, so this might be not proven yet. But I swear I saw today in the news at some point that the courts ruled that the givers, An Sung-il, was investing funds from a tract. I mean, embezzling funds. Not investing, embezzling funds.
Oh, man, you switched up the verb there.
Yeah. So I've been starting to hear that the court says that the givers who was on the side of 50/50, who was trying to get them to leave the company, right? And he's the guy with the shady copyright issues with the songs, right? And the potential forgery of the signatures. Apparently, he's been embezzling funds from a tract. That's what the court ruled.
Okay.
Yeah, so not a great look. Yeah,
gets worse and worse every week.
So yeah, here's a tract. They just posted this picture. A tract, new girl group.
Moving
project.
on, I guess.
I can't believe they just did this. Coming soon. Yeah.
Okay.
So this all happened.
Here we go.
I don't know. So that's all I got about the 50/50 attract givers thing. It's not looking too good for the 50/50 girls though. Yeah. They're just moving on. Okay. Next thing, Suga's going into the military as of September 22nd, so he's in there already. So good luck to Suga. We hope everything goes well for you.
Best of luck, sir.
Yes.
Next thing. So here is the Dream Academy, right? So for the first time, a major US record label, Geffen Records, and a K-pop entertainment leader, HYBE, are uniting to develop a girl group project.
Oh.
20 contestants are set to compete in an audition program called the Debut Dream Academy, premiering September 1st globally on YouTube. So it has already been happening on YouTube. If you look at the photo, extremely diverse, this cast, right? It's insane.
Yes.
Lots of hair colors.
So they are starting to do that. Additionally, they announced that they are going to be having a Netflix documentary series about the show in 2024. So they announced the show and announced we're going to have a Netflix doc right after it happens.
Oh.
Hold up. We're going to have a show about the show. One of it's going to be on YouTube. The other going to be on Netflix.
Yeah. They're going to have a documentary about the behind the scenes about what happened on this show.
All right. Okay. We're getting strangely meta now, but I mean, why not? Right?
Yeah. Next one, we have some awards that happened at the VMAs, right? Blackpink won Group of the Year. Great for them.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
We had Best Choreography. Blackpink for Pink Venom won. So it is the Pink Venom choreography team by, I don't want to mispronounce these names.
Heel
Tutin Sienna Lalu, Lee-jung, we know who she is, and Taryn Chang from YGX, so 2 members of YGX and some other outside choreographers. Nice. So that's pretty cool. Additionally, we had Jungkook featuring Lato with 7, one song of the summer winner. So this is the song of the summer officially.
Ooh.
Okay.
We also had the VMA for best K-pop went to Stray Kids.
Wow. Oh, yes, I saw that they performed.
Yeah, they performed.
Yes.
I believe Stray Kids and TXT were there in person, something like that. I might be wrong. I know Stray Kids was at a minimum.
Yes.
And then TXT Sugar Rush Ride won the Push Performance of the Year. So they won a minor award there as well.
Nice.
So that was all the K-pop representation at the VMAs, which is great. Finally, so that's all for that. Let's move on. Okay. We got Blackberry Creative and their saga against everyone. They're trying to burn all the bridges.
Oh, man.
Blackberry Creative submitted an appeal against the outcome of their trial versus Chu regarding the validity of her exclusive contract with the agency. So they took an L, but now they want to take another L in the appeals court.
Bruh.
Yeah, so that's happening there.
Why?
They're not done.
Yeah. Additionally, plans are underway for Chu to have a solo debut in October. So with her solo album, she plans to show a new start with her usual bright liveliness as seen before, but also with the transformation to something different. Great headshot here. Shout out to Chu. We hope everything goes well for you. So that's that. All right. So here's another thing. Blackberry Creative filed a lawsuit against CDT Entertainment to cease promotions with names similar to and including Luna. So they filed the lawsuit against Loossemble, right? And their company.
Right.
Blackberry Creative lost this lawsuit. Loossemble may continue activities, including domestically after touring, so they are on tour right now. This also widens the scope of what the non-CTD members can do. So Odd-Eyed Circle, Chu, Eves, this holds for all of the members, not just the girls in Loossemble. Because it's precedent in the court.
This is looking okay then.
This is looking great. Blackberry Creative's taking all these L's all over.
Why did they think this would work? Loossemble and Luna are different words.
Yeah, I really don't know. And also, if we remember, Blackberry Creative failed to file the trademarks for the subunit names. You remember that?
Poop, pee, dumb. That's what it is.
Yeah, so they did.
Are they gonna sue Loopy next? What's going on here? Like
next, we have the Luna saga. No, not Luna saga. The Blackpink news is next. First thing, Blackpink's Lisa is confirmed to perform at the Crazy House in Paris at the end of the summer. So Lisa is set to have 5 performances at the Cabaret between September 28th, 29th, and 30th. So this is a cool thing. If you're in Paris, you might want to go watch this.
In Paris.
This is called Crazy Horse, right? Not Crazy House?
Yes, it's a cabaret place.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. I have no idea what this is in Paris.
Yeah. So that's happening. So that's the cool news. The other news is the more interesting stuff. First thing. Blackpink's Lisa has reportedly rejected 2 contract offers with YG Entertainment, the last one being around $40 million.
I've heard about this, yes.
She reportedly has an offer from China that is upwards of 60 to 80 million.
Oh my God.
Big baller money, right?
Oh.
Isn't that insane?
It's some big money, yeah.
So that happened, and everyone's like, "All right, Lisa's like doesn't like Lisa got so much money, she has so much influence. She's like, I don't need your 40 mil, I could get more, right?"
Wow.
So that happened, and then today, so YG Entertainment they shared this is not today. YG Entertainment they're basically in full damage control. They said like, yeah, we're currently in discussions. They're trying to hold on to the stocks so the stocks don't dip, right? And then today we heard. YG Entertainment responds stating there is no confirmation as to yet in regards to the Blackpink members' contract renewals and future activities. Previously, it was shared that Jennie and Jisoo were planning to set up their own independent agency.
What?
Oh my God.
That's a whole different twist right there.
Oh my God. YG is like, no, everything's okay. They're all going to resign. It's going to be fine. Blackpink will remain together. But meanwhile, like Lisa's like, bro, 40 million ain't enough. And then Jennie and Jisoo are like, we could just make our own companies and I'm sure we could be fine. Pretty much, it seems like YG has 0 leverage and Blackpink has all the leverage in the re-signing. 100%.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm not surprised about that part. I'm not going to lie.
If I was the Blackpink girls, I would say, the only way I'm gonna resign with YG if you guys if you give us 5% of the company, each of us. That's what I would say. I would say you got to give me percentage of ownership in the company.
I feel like, realistically, they're too young for that. But like, given the assets in YG right now, yeah, you kind of might need to. Like, not gonna lie.
I mean, at the end of the day, right? The Blackpink girls are some of the most influential people in social media, right?
Yes.
Like, for instance, Lisa has about 100 million followers, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane, their scope and reach. YG and all of the Blackpink girls know I can just do my own thing, have a solo career, and be fine and make a ton of money, right? They all know this. Everyone knows this. So I don't know what YG is going to do here to get them to resign.
Should have given them more songs.
They're at the level where they've transcended the genre where they can pretty much demand whatever they want. That's the issue that YG is facing.
They're messy now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They could. In terms of girl groups, they could ask for whatever they want, and like, the problem for that YG faces is that all of the girls know that I could just make a ton of money by myself, right? So why would I give you like 40% of what I'm gonna make?
Here's the thing, right? Like, if I go back to Lisa real quick and the number that was brought up, right? That was like, what, like $40 million. $40 million
USD, yeah.
And that was what was being demanded, or what was that YG offered?
That's what she apparently turned down.
Honestly, okay. I am thinking about this in the context of football, like soccer, like like English football, and like how this year, think about all the new members that joined Arsenal FC. Sure, Declan Rice was 100 million pounds. Kai Havertz from Chelsea was 60 million pounds. In my head, Lisa's worth more than Kai Havertz. Like
that's what I think.
I know, 60 million pounds. Yeah, that's like what, like
Lisa has no risk. Lisa has no risk of underperformance or injury, versus a soccer player. No, really, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and these Blackpink girls that made so much money, they could hire a whole team and it could be fine. Like, they don't need YG on paper. Now, I could get why people would be sad because they want Blackpink to be together. But what is stopping the Blackpink girls from independently all coming together and doing stuff by themselves?
It can be done.
It can
and I
be
think they know
just
this.
Blackpink Incorporated, separate from YG Entertainment.
And they could all have their own teams and manage their own crap, if they wanted to.
Maybe it will happen.
I will have to see what happens. This is a very developing story, though, for sure. Next thing. So we got some business news. Kakao Entertainment is reportedly planning to sell Starship Entertainment shares, about 110 billion won worth, to raise funds to invest in AI.
What?
So they're trying to sell like $90 million of Starship Entertainment stock in order to raise funds to do AI. I don't know what this means.
Talk real quick. I don't know why Kakao doesn't have enough funds for AI. They should be already have been working on it for the past 12 years.
Isn't that kind of crazy? And Starship's doing well right now, right? So I don't know. So that's that. Next one. So the SM artists are now officially on Weverse.
Nice.
Like all of them. Look at all these hashtags.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Kangta, Boa, TVXQ, Super Junior, Girls' Generation, Shiny, EXO, Red Velvet, NCT in all its forms, Wavy, aespa, RIIZE. Yep, everyone's on Weverse. So this is a symptom of all that stuff we went through with Isuman and the 3.0 people and Kakao. This is the result, and this is what Hybe wanted, and they got it, right?
We are here now.
They won the fan platform wars officially, right?
Yep. It's Weverse.
Yep.
All right, so NCT Baggy Jeans has been banned by the college entrance exam board for being too catchy. You remember, like, Ring Ding Dong is on that list of songs that are banned? Well, NCT Baggy Jeans has joined the list. Baggy Jean, baggy Jean.
For a minute, I thought you meant like there's like an official list somewhere.
I believe there is. I don't know.
Is there? I'm not sure.
I think fans have made lists, but there's no like official list. But it's joined the realms of those type of viral songs where people are like, if you're studying for the Korean SAT, you cannot listen to these songs or you're gonna do bad on the test.
It's a meme. It's a meme. It's like, don't listen to this song because that's all that's gonna be on your head.
Get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Good lord. 수능 금지고. That's what it is.
The education board in Korea should actually have an official list. It would be like so funny if your song got on there. All right, next thing. So, Akmu, Lovely, Perfect All Kill. So,
Nice.
this song has kind of flown under the radar. I don't see too many people talking about it on the Western side. I really like the song. I wish we had covered it, but it is popping off. Akmu's been doing a lot of promotions on television. They've done concerts, and people are just really into Akmu at the moment, which I think is great.
They picked up doing the seasons. You know what that is, Doug?
Is that one of the TV shows? Is that like the Yu-Gi-Oh thing? They're looking for new shows?
Right. So Yu-Gi-Oh's sketchbook got replaced with a show called The Seasons, where every 3 months they changed the host. It was J Park.
It was J Park for a while, right? Yeah.
Then it was Choi Jung-hoon of Jannabi. Now it's the two of them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. They're funny as shit. Go check it out, guys.
Okay, awesome.
Haikyuu was there.
Next thing. So Pledis, 17. Man, look at that. That tag is really like hard to tell that it's 17. Yeah. But 17 has become the first act to surpass 10 million physical albums sold in a single calendar year on Circle Chart history.
Whoa.
10 million.
Million.
It's absolutely insane, right? That's crazy how many albums they're selling. So this next section is all about album sales. The next one, V has become the first solo artist to surpass 2 million copies sold of an album in Hanto history on the first day of release. He sold 2 million. First day. That's absolutely ridiculous. RIIZE joined Zero Base One as the only groups in Hanto history to surpass 1 million copies sold in the first week of their release with their debut album. So now you could just debut and sell 1 million. That's just a thing now, guys.
So they're on par, as you mentioned.
They're on par. So we got a comparison here, guys.
Everybody's a million seller.
There's going to be a huge discussion down the line about Zero Base One and extending them, but Yehwan wants its kids back to debut its group, right?
Of course.
It's going to be a humongous discussion in the future.
Mm.
Because it's hard to argue that like they're selling millions of albums. Like Yehwa wished its entities in Korea would sell 1 million albums, right? Like we'll have to see where this goes. That's something we'll have to think about. All right. Also with RIIZE, they signed to RCA Records. The freshly debuted boy band and ATEEZ are now label mates in the United States for their Western promotions.
Okay, RCA.
Nice. Okay.
That's pretty cool. And then Haiki, they went from selling less than 7,000 albums to 70,000 first week sales after going viral.
Oh my god.
So if y'all don't know, their previous song, Rose Blossom, which had its lyrics written by Day6's Younghae, it went pretty viral after its release, right? It went #1 on Bugs. I didn't know this either, but apparently Haiki one popped off a little bit, and now their recent release they sold 70,000 copies, which is fantastic for them.
Yes.
We love to see this.
Rose
this is
Blossom is great.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
All right, all 7 members of BTS renewed their contracts with Big Hit. That is huge news.
There you go.
There you go.
So this is gonna cover them obviously past when all of them are in the military and through the military and after the military. So if you're a BTS fan, do not worry. All the dudes are gonna stay. You're good. You're Gucci.
Remember when all the Western media outlets were like, BTS is disbanding?
Nah. Next thing, Anita. All SHINee members have renewed their contract with SM Entertainment for the 3rd time.
Nice.
I know.
Bro, they're like lifers at this point, right? Like they're like, if you think about it though,
I hope they
particularly with SHINee, SM has handled all of them very well, I would say.
Yeah, it hasn't been bad.
They've given them all solo stuff. They've done group stuff. They're all like, if you want to be on TV, you're on TV. If you want to do something else, you're doing something else. I think they've handled them pretty well. All right. Wake One has met with representative companies for Kepler members regarding possible contract extension for the group. Although no decision has been made as of yet, Wake One will continue to meet with them, with the agency representing the members for continued discussion. So there is a chance that Kepler gets extended.
Started.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Hey, if you're a Kepler fan, this is great news, right? I wish that RIIZE one could have got extended a little longer, but we didn't get lucky.
Yeah.
For context, they are set to go until when? Do you know?
do not know.
It's been a minute since
they're hitting 2 years.
Mid 2024 is what I'm seeing.
Oh, next year. Okay.
Yeah. No, that
sometime in July. Sometime in July is what I'm reading online.
Okay.
Hey, positive discussions is good. They might get extended.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So next we have companies that are gonna be debuting new things and things like that. So Triple S, they're gonna have a new subunit. Evolution. So October 11th consists of members Jiu, Cheon, Yuyeon, Sumin, Nagyong, Kotone, Yeonji, and Mayu. So we're gonna have another Triple S unit. Triple S is a very fascinating group to me in terms of their relationship. Like the fans, the people who are in the Triple S, they in there. They're doing good, right? Mm-hmm. But the people, I don't think the general public has like any inkling of them, to be honest, in Korea, right? Like,
so
yeah. I don't know how this is gonna work in the long term.
I will admit though, I've had a couple of friends who randomly ran into their music outside of my influence, and they came to me, and they were like, "Warren, I have no idea how this group works, but their music is cool." They were like, "Hey, do you talk about girls' capitalism on your show?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did.
We sure did.
We liked it."
Next thing. So this is all about group movement. So FNC announced that SF9 will continue its activities as 8 members as they renew their group contract on September 18th as 8. Rowan will concentrate on acting and other solo activities. So Rowan and the 8 members will always remain as 9 and will support each other and do their best in their own way. So Rowan basically has left SF9. He's going to focus on acting.
Well, not officially, all right?
No, it's official. They're 8 now.
but they're just keeping it amicable. I think.
Yeah, it's amicable. I mean, he's still at FNC, but he's just an actor. That's like the
always remain as 9
in our hearts. Yes.
All I'm saying is on the Wikipedia, he's in the past member section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they SF8 now?
Yes. I saw like a funny thing. There's a clip going around.
Yeah.
Where one of the SF9 guys goes, "Hey, what's up, everyone? We're SF9, but actually, right now we're kind of like SF5 because there's 5 of us." And, he said something like that. It was funny.
I mean,
because I think some of them are in the military, some of them are busy, so they're promoting us like SF5 at the moment.
It's like when Super Junior was going around, and they were like, "Oh, we're kind of Super Junior."
Next one. This just got announced. So the FNC debuting a 7-member group. People knew about that, but today we got the date. It's in November, and the lineup does include Camden and Choi Jiho, who appeared on Mnet's Boys Planet. So, hey, shout out to FNC for backing up Camden. Y'all remember his dad was going crazy on Twitter and stuff like that.
That was this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was this guy, Camden. So he is going to be in the group that's debuting in November.
All right.
I looked up his dad's Twitter today. He has like an AI generated image of himself, and he looks like way too jacked for his age. It's kind of cringy. Just wanted to say that.
The idiot, man. Don't bring him any attention, please.
Here, Warren, I'll show you the picture. It's actually kind of funny.
Bro, what the hell?
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going. Next one. CJES Studio has announced plans to launch an 8-member boy group in November. So another boy group is coming along. Hey, you remember y'all? There was so many there were so many girl groups being debuted. Now it's boy groups. It's time for them finally.
It's their time.
We have that there, and then next we have Donghae and Eunhyuk have set up their own agency, ODE Entertainment.
Oh.
So this follows after their contract with SM Entertainment ended on August 31st. And additionally, their manager will be joining the label as well. If I remember correctly, through watching Variety Show, like Eunhyuk was like one of the last guys living in the dorm, right? And he was living in the dorm, and the manager was living there as well with them. Like... There's a couple of things that are like that. So Hyohyun stayed in the SM dorm, like in the Girls' Generation dorm, 5 years after everyone had left, because she's like, I'm getting free housing. I get to live in this giant apartment by myself. Yeah. It was like her and one of the managers were living there.
That's a little lonely.
Yeah, so they set up their own agency. So we'll see what happens with that. Next we have Jay from Boys Planet.
Hey.
He signed an exclusive contract with FM Entertainment and is preparing for a solo debut scheduled for next month.
Congrats to him.
Hey.
Shout out to Jay. Yes.
Good luck to Jay.
Next, Bang Ye-dam. You remember he left Treasure and he left YG, so he signed with a new entertainment label, GF Entertainment. So hopefully we'll see some stuff in the future.
Yeah,
That was kind of out of left field when it happened, right, Anita? Like it was like,
very
oh my
sudden.
god.
At least in my perspective.
For context, GF Entertainment is the home to Kingdom.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Next thing, Nancy from Momoland has signed an exclusive contract with ATOC. ATOC is formerly known as UAP and is home to Jinny, the former member of NMIX. Also, Jinny's gonna do music soon. I know she's been doing a lot of TikToks, but we're getting music soon.
I thought she was not doing music anymore.
I'm pretty sure she's doing music. Let me look this up.
Didn't she leave because she doesn't want to do music anymore?
No. There's a track list, dude. It's happening.
Okay. No, she left because of personal reasons. That's
Yeah, we don't know. We never know. We're never gonna know why she left NMIX.
Never mind.
Hey, but she's gonna be doing music. Shout out to them.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Hitomi left AKB48. Did you know this, Warren? Oh, okay. That's Anita dipping, right? Yeah. Okay. Warren, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. But no, I did not know she graduated.
Yeah. Like, she left. We don't know what she's doing. We'll have to see.
I mean, Hitomi has enough like power, like media power in Japan, where like I feel like she could carry on a solo career by herself.
Yeah, it's the one thing that's kind of unfortunate, right? If we think about it, is if she had left like a year ago, right? She might have been able to sneak into that La Seraphim thing, you know?
Okay, it's been a little longer than a year though, hasn't it?
Can I also make a take?
Sure.
Minju fumbled the bag by not joining La Seraphim. If rumors are true that she was offered.
What is Minju even up to? Like, I don't even know what she's up to anymore, I'll be honest.
She might be doing some webtoon drama stuff, you know how it is. But like, do you not agree she fumbled the bag if she was offered and didn't join?
Anybody who was offered and didn't join the Seraphim, like you fumbled the bag. Like that's not exclusive to these two. Like let's be honest here. Hitomi. Okay, I'm reading into this a little bit. In 2023, June 1st, there was the Nikkei Power Ranking, which is like a very large media poll in terms of like soft power for celebrities. She was the only person along with Kashiagi Yuki that was within the top 20.
And Kashiagi Yuki's an old head. She's been there for like 15 years or something.
Yeah, she's 32. She's like the mother of AKB at this point.
Yeah. So Hitomi is popular. We're gonna have to see what happens. I wish her all the best of luck.
Same as well.
Big fan. All right, next thing. So there was a competition show, right? There was a show called Fantasy Boys. I don't know what channel it happened on, but it was one of that group of competition shows that has been occurring. They had the show. Kids won. It was on NBC, right?
Wow. Okay, that's a major channel.
The group that's managing them stated that Fantasy Boys will debut as 11 without Yoo Jun-won, right? I'm pretty sure he won the show. Yeah, he did, right?
Wait, why?
He was the first place guy. He's not in the show. They shared that they could not come to an agreement with his parents regarding the profit split, and he apparently left without permission twice. So they were dragging him. You know, they're dragging him through the mud. People found the contract.
Okay.
Apparently, the only thing I saw was that if certain benchmarks aren't reached, it puts the kids in $3,000 debt every month.
Oh, no, you don't do that.
Something like that. Like, there was some kind of thing like that. Yeah. Oh. Like, that was one of the clauses. So, some way, if they don't reach certain thresholds, they get in debt more and more as the group goes on.
That's one of the worst clauses I've heard.
I'm pretty sure I saw that.
Yo, are they not reading the 50-50 situation?
He's out of the group, and the production company is now suing him for 3 billion won.
Oh, fuck off.
For the damages due to
fuck off. What the hell?
So there's a big lawsuit going on, dude.
Okay, look, all right. First of all, I am so sorry for the Fantasy Boys fans. I don't know how many of you are out there.
That's like if you were watching Produce 48 and like you like Wonyoung, and then they win the show and they're like, yeah, no more Wonyoung, sorry.
No Wonyoung.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what to say.
Isn't that ridiculous? Apparently the contract like is really shitty. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a real. Based on what you've told me, I don't know how true it is. It sounds like a shitty contract. I don't blame him for pulling out. I am worried now for the 11 other kids that have signed on to this. If you don't make enough money, you owe us money contract. Like, what the hell is that? I would like the full context, but still.
So yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. Best of luck to this guy. Additionally, Connect Entertainment. So that's Kang Daniel's company. Shared that their contract with 21CL has ended. She is now a free agent again.
Okay, she's back. What is she gonna do?
Is her? Who knows?
She makes some money.
Next
we know that.
one. So some of the members from TO1 have left. So Oh Sung-min, he was a member of TO1 under Jerome. He decided to end his contract with the agency, so he's out of TO1. Additionally, I think one more member as well. Yep. TO1's Renta has also left the group. So TO1's just losing dudes all over the place.
Oh, man.
So that is the end of the contract discussion. So this thing, Warren, this was a while. This was like a month ago. This one.
Yeah. Let's talk about this.
So there's this unforgettable concert coming to MetLife Stadium on October 26th featuring Psy, ATEEZ, New Jeans, Patty Kim, Lena Park, Kim Tae-yo, Janabi, and Yeontak with KBS's Immortal Songs MC Kim Dong-yup, Kim Jun-hyun, and Lee Chan-won. So this is a mega concert that is happening at MetLife, which is where the Giants and the Jets play in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Yep.
This is a episode of Immortal Song in a concert form, basically.
Apparently, yes.
It is ran by Studio Pop, who we did the thing with the rap concerts like a year ago with, right?
Yeah, the Groovin thing. That was before Groovin took a...
This is so ambitious, is it not?
Let's provide a little bit of context, right? Everybody knows who Psy, New Jeans, ATEEZ is. I don't know who Lena Park is. Patty Kim is like a legendary old head.
Lena Park has she goes by her Korean name in Korea. Let me find it. Park Jong-hyung. Here, I'll show you her picture. You'll know who she is if you know ballad singers. This lady.
She's a Park? I thought... Okay, I know who she is.
Yeah. Here's her wiki.
Park Jong-hyun.
Yeah, Park Jong-hyun.
She's also a very legendary person.
Yeah, she's very famous. So they got ballad singers, ATEEZ, New Jeans, Patty Kim, who's a very famous singer, Kim Tae-yoo, who's the guy from G.O.D.
Yep.
Janabi, who's one of the biggest indie bands, Yeontak, the trot guy, you know?
Yep. It's a very wide audience that is meant to appeal to everybody, right? It has a little bit of K-pop. It's got a little bit of indie. It's got a little bit of Korean pop. It's got a little bit of old pop. It's got Mr. Gangnam Style. And it's got Immortal Songs thrown in. Now, the tickets are on sale right now. You know that, Doug, right?
It's pretty rough. Like, from what I understand, Studio Pop is a relatively new company, right? I haven't seen the greatest reviews of them hosting US events.
I haven't seen
and they're going from small venue like rap concerts and smaller concerts to all of a sudden trying to book one of the biggest stadiums in the United States.
And on top of that, here's the thing. I love New Jeans. That's why I considered going for a minute. I'm not sure if this is a concert with featuring all of the lineup, or if this is a filming of Immortal Songs.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell exactly what's happening.
Yeah, like I don't want to go for a filming of Immortal Songs because I don't watch that show and I don't like that show. But if it's a concert, I'll go. I like Patty Kim. I don't know. It's... Shit, I hope they don't listen to this episode.
They're not gonna. It's deep. We're deep in here. We're deep in here, dude.
Keep it down, guys. Keep it down. Well, anyways, I mean, tickets are still there. I might eventually go if the tickets don't sell out. Like, I'm not gonna pay $600 for tier 1 over here. But some of the lower tickets are not too expensive.
I mean, with the amount of tickets they're selling right now, they might have to cancel this, right? Because they're gonna take a humongous L in terms of financial loss.
I mean, okay. Let's give them a little bit of slack, because like I don't think this is completely their fault. If you think about the amount of K-pop tours coming to America right now,
it's so saturated.
It's so saturated. I don't blame people for not going, because everybody went to so many concerts already this year. I'm broke.
Yeah.
Y'all are broke. Everybody's broke. Dude, economy is bad. The economy is not good. I don't have money for this shit. You know how much Ben & Jerry's is? Ben & Jerry's is $9. I don't have money for concerts. I can't pay for ice cream.
It feels like even the cheap tickets are expensive these days. Back in the day, I was like, let's get the cheap seats for this concert. And I was like, all right, $20 plus fees. We could do it, right? Now it seems like the cheap tickets with the fees like $80. That's ridiculous.
It's going to be $80 and they're going to be the size of my boogers after I pick my nose.
And we're going to have to sit all the way at the top. It's going to take us like an hour to get up there. And they're not like the New Jeans girls are going to be like the size of like a grain of sand. Or we're just going to have to watch the screen.
Dude, I hate sand.
It's going to be in late October, so it might be like 30 degrees out.
Gonna be freezing.
Yeah.
And I mean,
just feels rough, right?
It's a difficult situation, and
it's at 6 p.m., so it's going to be dark out by then.
And I understand the strategy of diversifying your portfolio to appeal to everybody, but y'all diversified a little too much.
That's what it feels like to me as well.
Like, I really wouldn't throw Lena Park and Kim Tae-woo in here. Like, I love those folks, but they don't have the level of relevance that they did 10 years ago.
They're trying to sell like 40,000 tickets for this. They've probably sold like 10.
Dude, it's MetLife. Yeah. MetLife. Arsenal and United came. They didn't sell out.
Yeah. The only thing that sells out there is like Taylor Swift, BTS could, and the sports teams. That's about it. Like, we'll have to see. I've been watching this. I'm like, if they don't sell that much more, I don't know what they're gonna do, because you can't have this concert if they're gonna take a humongous loss financially, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been talking about going to it with my friend. I might actually go. That being, I don't think it'll be canceled, Doug. I really don't think they can at this point. Okay. I heard that they did something similar to this in the West Coast a while back, and they wound up just giving tickets out for free at a certain point. They might need to do that, because like if they're filming Immortal Songs at this thing, like I heard they like, I'm pretty sure this, I don't remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure they teamed up with like H Mart and you could go get free tickets at the H Mart, the local H Marts. Something like that. Bro, I'll gladly buy your turtle trips if it'll give me half a ticket to this thing. Like, they might need to at a certain point just to fill it, right? Like, next thing, KCON Saudi Arabia. Oh, they got a decent lineup. Day One, Everglow, Highlight, Hyorin, Hard, RIIZE, Super Junior DNE, 8-Turn, Day 2, Dreamcatcher, EL7Z, Even, Oh My Girl, Super Junior Tempest, TNX, and also known as the New Six. Okay. So, wow. They're doing KCON in Saudi Arabia. And we can't get concert in New York City. I don't understand. Well, I mean, if you look at what's happening with the Immortal Songs episode. I know. It's not going to happen at this point. KCON concert that I went to was so good. I had such a good time. The acoustics in Madison Square Garden were fantastic. That's Madison. I should have gone. It was so much fun. Yeah. Well, shout out to people in Saudi Arabia. And now we got a spoiler. Our lovely spoiler picture is back, Warren. Oh wow. So I'm gonna be spoiling. What are you spoiling? I think Are You Next, and then y'all know about the members of A2K. So those are the two shows. But y'all should know by now because these shows ended a while ago. So 3, 2, 1. Are You Next? Their group is going to be called Illit. And their members are Wonhee, Youngso, Minju, Iroha, Mocha, and Yuna. What is this? So it seems like there's 2 Japanese girls, right? And then 4 Korean girls is what it looks like to me. Iroha and Mocha sounds Japanese. Let me double check. But what is this name? Illit?
Yeah, dude. These names these days are like next level bad.
This tops it. I would prefer L's up over illit.
Have you seen how they phonetically write it too, Warren? Look, I'm typing it to you. It's worse, dude.
Oh. No, I think that's a little better. It's IOLIT. Because of because of the tweet, it was like hashtag ILLIT. I thought it's a mix of the word ill and the word lit. And I was like, nobody uses those two words anymore. But if it's it, I mean, I guess it. I don't know. Is it that much better?
This is the group from it's under B-Lift Lab, and they were formed on the Are You Next Survival Show, which was the collab between Hybe and JTBC. So
okay,
I don't know. I don't feel like a lot of these shows got way too hyped up. You know, like.
I mean, I didn't pay attention to any of them, so I can't really say. I'm just gonna judge when the debut comes out and see where you go from there.
That's true.
I personally, what stands out to me a little bit is that typically when there's an audition show, the groups are typically 12 people, 13 people, 11 people, that kind of thing. We only have 6 people this time. I like that. Because I tend to like groups that are typically 5-6 people.
And then we have here, as we know, the JYP Entertainment American Girl Group, VCHA, also known as VCHA. We got Lexi. She's not going by Lexus. Lexi, KG, Camilla, Savannah, Kaylee, and Kendall. So congratulations to them. We covered them today. They won the Spice Chart this week.
They did.
Shout out to VCHA.
Yeah, no, she can't go by Lexus. That's a lawsuit happening right there.
Yeah, so that's all of the news from the break. It was crazy trying to get all this going, but it is what it is. Next week in terms of songs, Want Us, EXO, TOZ, which I believe is the Japanese kids from Boys Planet 999 who are going to be debuting. I think that's a Japanese debut. We got B.I.'s pre-release, Jungkook featuring Jack Harlow. Did you hear about this, Warren?
No, what? Jack Harlow?
Yeah, dude, they announced it.
Okay. Jack Harlow.
It's a single called 3D with Jungkook featuring Jack Harlow.
You know, as weird as it is, I like Jungkook way more than Jack Harlow. Like,
I kind of agree. Other than that one song that Jack Harlow has, the rest of it's, I don't know, I feel. Yeah, so they had the Global Citizens Festival, which is a big concert in the New York area, and then they announced that they're going to be doing this set there. So.
Okay, cool.
And then from the break, we have NCT Baggy Jeans, High Key, Seoul, Such a Beautiful City, Icheon with Let's Dance. Boom.
Okay.
All right. It's been a long episode, guys, but we finished. SojuTalk Season 6 is here. Next week, we will have new graphics. You can preview the music at the end of the show. It's been a lot of fun. I'll have a hand mic next week, so that should be exciting as well. We'll see you guys then, everyone.
Do you think we'll talk about what happened over break next episode?
No, because we're doing 6 songs again.
Oh, shit. You're right. I forgot.
I am right, aren't I? We'll eventually get there.
If you're curious,
if you're curious as to what Warren did, there's a video about what he did in Korea.
I did, yeah. I did a stream and I did that. We'll talk about Doug's adventure later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.